Apartment managers play a very interesting role in student living. They themselves are expected to internalize the principles of student living in their own personal lives. We want them to live the principles in their lives so they'll recognize the principles in the students that they work with.
I can always tell a difference in an apartment when they're following the student living guidelines. And simply because you walk in the apartment and it's clean. The dishes are done, the floor is vacuumed, you walk in and there's a spirit about it. The strongest thing I see is just how the apartment feels when you walk in. You can tell that they love each other. They have little notes to each other saying, "I love you," or, keep up whatever good work you're doing. And it's a stronger sense of respect in the home.
They also play a role in teaching because they have many interactions with students. Some of them are one-on-one, some of them are in groups. They often have welcome meetings and other kinds of regular meetings with the students that live in their complexes, and they play a teaching role in that process. They also counsel and coach students. In that context, we want those managers to be teaching, coaching, guiding the student, helping the student make progress in learning how to apply the principles of student living in their lives.
Each semester, at the very first meeting we have, we ask them to meet with one another to set a house of order for their apartments. We ask them to create regular opportunities for communication throughout the semester. These councils will bless their apartment lives at this very moment. In the future, when they're married with their husbands or wives, it will be important for them to counsel together to be active participants in every aspect of their home. If they can begin to learn what it means to hold a family council, to follow up with decisions they made, and to come back and continually renew that well of communication and cooperation, it will bless their marriages as they work with their new partners.
I think when I really caught the vision of Zion was at a housing conference, and we heard a quote from President Clark in which he said, "I feel an energy and an urgency from heaven about the building up of Zion." This is something that has heaven behind it, that has God's power behind it, and as a manager, I have the responsibility to do everything that I can. Every time I interact, I have an opportunity to share that and to infuse that in my complex. I've been managing for a long time, and I have several children, and I was having a hard time being away from them. And I had an experience that I just felt, as long as I am doing what I feel like I need to be doing to build Zion, that those blessings will trickle down to my family, and that I will be blessed, and that they will be blessed, and that the students will be blessed for doing the things that Heavenly Father's asked me to do.
I think something crucial about student living is that you keep working at it. All the principles that are found in student living are gospel principles, and it doesn't happen overnight. It's something that they have to work at. And so obedience, I think, is a really strong part, because if you're obeying small things, they come up to be big things. And so just to keep working at it. Things don't just happen. It takes work.
So I want to speak to managers whose students are not quite open to the message, because I feel like there is a real concern there, that managers feel their students are not open to hearing the message of student living, and that their efforts to implement it in their complexes are for naught. I want to tell those managers, a time will come when their students hit the wall. They will be feeling feelings of guilt, of remorse, of regret for the things they've done and the things that they have said. When that time comes, are you going to react to that situation, or will you be proactive in preparing for those times to come? I encourage them. If you feel your students are not open to hearing the message of student living, give it anyways. There will come a time that life will force them to be open to these principles, and they will need the tools that you have to provide. Be prepared. Be ready. Let them know there's something out there that will help them resolve their apartments. If their apartment lacks peace, their lives lack peace. Get it out there. Keep trying. They will come. Be continually working to establish student living in your complex, even if you feel no one is listening.